A lot of people use ChatGPT to create content, but the problem is they will always end up with the same words that are ChatGPT own. What you can do is you can create a custom GPT that is based on the tone of voice of your company or your person or the person you're working for. Hey there, my name is Jesse and I'm sharing lessons about marketing, sales, go-to-market and social media, but also things I'm still trying to figure out. My goal is to share insights, actionable insights, things that work really well and things that didn't work at all. You should really see me as your peer. I'm not really some know-it-all guru and I'm for sure not an expert in all the things that I'm talking about. So let's dive in. So how you can do that is, I'm going to show that later on in a little demo. But basically what the benefits of these are is you are never going to get a completely right a piece of content from your website. You will still have to edit it, but it's going to remove a lot of prompting steps that you usually do in every new ChatGPT search. So in every new ChatGPT search, you're probably saying, be short and concise, don't use hard words, don't use jargon, avoid these kind of words. And every time you're doing it over and over and over, you can save so much time in days and in weeks and in months if you create once a chatbot on ChatGPT, and most paid users can create that based on a certain tone of voice. So then always for the future, let's say my company, I have a certain tone of voice as Text Jesse or as Jesse Buck. I can create a custom GPT once for myself, throw in an article, throw in anything like that, and it will generate a text that is really sounding like me. I will still have to edit here and there, but it's avoiding me all the prompting I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. Let's go into the demo.
So here's a brief overview of the GPT that I created. It's called the Jesse 2.0. Right here, I will show you what it looks like on the back end. So basically what I do if I create a new custom GPT is I will go to GPTs, I will create, and then here you have the configuration. For now, we actually want to do it differently. I'm actually going to show you the back end of my my GPT. As you can see, it's been created a while ago. That's why it's on 4.0, but you can change it, of course, into auto. Right here, I can do edit GPT, and you see the same screen you've just seen. So I can do two things. I can go to create or configure. In create, as you can see right here, I have a chat that I can use to actually create a chat with a chatbot to create the whole GPT. In this case, I'm going to show you the backend instructions of my GPT and why it works like it does. So here you give it a brief name and you give it a description. Watch out with words like LinkedIn or Twitter or something like that. It won't accept that because it references to another tool. And this is the most important thing. So you give it a whole instruction, just like how you would write a prompt, but now you write the prompt once and then you have the GPT and you can use it anytime again without having to prompt again. So as you can see, there's a whole prompt right here. So a couple of different things. It writes short, personal texts. It has a word choice that reflects casual conversation. You also can do things that you will never want to mention. This is also important. I have a hook, I have a pain point. Finish off with a solution, then a closing. That's kind of the structure of all the LinkedIn posts that I'm writing. Target audience, problem, and I will copy paste this description down below, or I will actually give it somewhere, or you can reach out to me and I can send it to you if you want. I'm not really trying to hide that. At the end, here's some things that I bring to the table. Well, a huge prompt. What's also important is my knowledge base. So right here, you see that I have a tone of voice document, and basically in this tone of voice document is posts from the last 4 years that I've posted. So all that I know, all my posts. You can also do it with blog posts, with articles, or with YouTube transcripts. Anything that it gives text, and that is kind of the knowledge base that the GPT is getting their information from. So if Jesse would say something about this, what would he say? Has he ever said something in the past about this? And I'm actually going to show you what that tone of voice document looks like. I'm just going to find it in my computer right now. Okay, so as you can see right here, I have found the document, and the document is in my Word. Let's see if I can find it here. As you can see here, it's a very long document of information. You see all the way down. It's about 18,000 words I see. It's any post that I've made, Dutch and English, anything. That is using as my knowledge base. These two things are important. Then when you spot little errors, things that you would have to have different, you can then use create to actually tell, okay, I need you to stop saying this in the posts. And then you can, of course, tell something about that. Lastly, what's important is I did not use image generation because I don't think it's important for my GPT. I did use web search because I want them to look on web search. I also used a code interpreter because I want to maybe use codes or give them graphs or something like that. What then happens is you get a GPT like this. You can even give it a profile picture. You can also link it to your LinkedIn if you want to make it public. I don't have it public since it's just for me. I can, for example, say, write a post about why AI agents cannot take over the whole lead generation process from A to Z. As you can see right here, it gives you, in my way of talking, short and concise, a post about why AI agents cannot take over the whole lead generation. Is something very, very big right now in 2025. And of course, this is not ready. I shouldn't copy paste this and put it on LinkedIn because then all my posts are going to be the same. But this is at least taking a large brainstorm process. It's speeding up the brainstorming process because this gives me something and this I can tweak and adjust. And within 10 minutes, I have actually a good post that I can post on LinkedIn. And I don't have to brainstorm 30 minutes every week to find posts. So here you go.
So that is it. Now you should be able to build your own ChatGPT or your own custom GPT based on your tone of voice data and based on the information you have. And I'm really curious if it works. Feel free to send me a DM if it doesn't work. I'm also really curious if you have other things that you'd like to learn more about when it comes to like marketing, Gen AI. So let me know in the comments if you have ideas. Let me know in the comments if you're struggling. And also if it's working very well. I like to hear that too. See you next time.